The Emperor Yongzheng has recently come into power, and so, a few months after his coronation, they arranged to have some new girls brought into the palace so he can celebrate. In charge of running it is Consort Hua, who is meeting with the Empress to discuss the details. Before we move forward, let's talk a bit about the rankings of palace ladies. At the top is, of course, the Empress. There can only ever be one Empress, and she is of a higher status than all of the other women. Next up is Imperial Noble Consort. Again, there can only be one. The Empress is the king's only wife, while the rest aren't technically married to him, but in practice, they can have just as much power, or sometimes even more. The next level is Noble Consort. There can be 2 of them. Then Consort 4 and Imperial Concubine 6. The next few don't have limits. They are Noble Lady, First Class Female Attendant, Second Class Female Attendant, and Chosen Maid. That last one is reserved for servants that the emperor takes a liking to. They still work as servants, but also service the emperor sometimes. Hua is a consort, 3 levels below empress, not that you'd be able to tell from the way that she acts. She isn't very respectful to the empress, but it's always subtle enough that she can kind of get away with it. I mean, look at this goodbye. Disgraceful. Also, even though the emperor is completely smitten, she gets pissed over stupid things like him complimenting one of her maids. Luckily, this isn't Legend of Huafei. Our main character, ZhenHuan, is at a temple praying not to be selected as a concubine so she can live a normal life outside of the palace. We also meet her friend, Mei Zhuang, an elegant, well-read girl. Her mother tells her to downplay her intelligence during the selection. No one likes girls that are too smart, dummy. She's also ZhenHuan's childhood friend. The day of the selection arrives, and the girls are super dressed up and waiting to see the emperor. The way it works is that a group of girls are presented to the emperor, and if any of them get his attention, they're picked. Otherwise, they're beheaded. I'm kidding, they just go home. Arriving late is a new character, Ling Rong, a poor girl under a lot of pressure from her family to be chosen so she can bring home some bacon, like that Mulan song. In the waiting area, Ling Rong accidentally spills tea on a girl's dress. The girl makes a scene, embarrassing Ling Rong since she is of a lower status. ZhenHuan steps in to defend Ling Rong, making a new, very grateful friend. ZhenHuan and Mei Zhuang comfort Ling Rong, and ZhenHuan puts a flower in her hair. Ling Rong's group is up next, and the emperor initially rejects her, but then a butterfly lands on the flower in her hair and he changes his mind, like a toddler. Ling Rong couldn't be happier and credits it to ZhenHuan putting the flower in her hair. Mei Zhuang and ZhenHuan are in the same group, and as her mother advised, Mei Zhuang pretends not to be very smart and gets selected. Once the emperor gets a good look at ZhenHuan's face, he's shocked. His mother tries to advise against it, but he chooses her anyway. We find out later that ZhenHuan was selected because she looks like the first empress, who died years ago during childbirth. The current empress is the old empress's little sister. ZhenHuan and Mei Zhuang are both assigned the rank of first-class female attendant, while Ling Rong gets second-class female attendant. The next day, the maid the emperor complimented accidentally pulls her hair, so Huafei uses that as an excuse to have her taken outside, killed, and dropped in a well. Totally normal reaction. The new girls move into the palace and start etiquette training. They learn things like who's who, palace history, how to walk, drink tea, and bow. Meanwhile, the Empress and Consort Hua start sending out presents, trying to get as many of the new girls over to their sides as early as possible. The new girls have to go and meet the Empress and the higher-ranked concubines. Consort Hua makes her usual late entrance.
今儿早上，皇上偏不让本宫起得早，所以就迟了。皇后娘娘不生气吧？
See what I mean? Very rude, but not technically punishment-worthy. The new girls make their official greetings and everyone is dismissed. Just outside, the rude girl from the selection ceremony tries to bully Ling Rong again. Unfortunately for her, Consort Hua saw the whole thing and orders that she be beat to death. In case you're not getting it, Huafei does not mess around. Speaking of which, the dead maid's body is discovered in a well, and the news is reported to the Empress. She's immediately suspicious of Consort Hua, who plays innocent, saying she gave the maid a stern talking to and the maid ran away crying. Sketchy story, but who's to say otherwise? Not the maid. So begins one of my all-time favorite harem dramas. The betrayal, the drama, the intrigue, the eye candy if you're into this half-bald look. But seriously, it's fantastic. Even though you know from the beginning that the main character will eventually become the Empress, the journey is absolutely worth it, even if it's over 70 episodes long. Thanks for watching!